rodents in his rectum.
I wonder if there is pets.
I don't know, but we're going to click on it after we get to this story.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Bagashambagara. Same to you.
What?
That's what they say in Ireland. Bagashambagara.
All right. So you've been here, what, 19 years now to the day?
To the day. Today. 19 years.
Jesus Christ.
Longest I've ever been in any one place in my life.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're a drifter.
Well, not anymore. I got as much roots as you can grow in this shit here.
And you're stuck for a while because it's fucking
ain't nobody going anywhere tonight. That's
fucking roads are closed again. We're having another fucking whiteout outside. Another blizzard.
It's not uncommon for that shit to happen here, but it usually only happens once, maybe twice a year. We've had it, like 5 times this year?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got off work early and the wife says, "Oh, you get home and you can go hunting." I look outside and it's just fucking windy as fucking blowing. I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen.
Probably not.
So we got St. Patty's Day today. Sanchez is the one getting fucking hammered, and I'm the one staying sober because I have responsibilities, and responsibility is a heavy responsibility.
And I'm the Irish one.
I'm part Irish.
Are you?
Yeah.
Burnt Irish?
Toasted Irish.
Toasted Irish. That's right.
Conlon's Irish.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yep. So there you go.
Well, that explains everything.
Well, explain some of it.
Yeah, that explains half of it anyway. Yeah.
And we got Elsa over here, the podcast pussy, trying to be part of the show again.
Yeah. I'm sure she'll be up in frame in a second.
Oh, we got a comment. I'm sure it sounds like shit. Shit wind today, says the wife. Yes. It's bad out there. You look outside, it looks nice. It's one of those deceptive days.
Until you go to dry.
Sun is shining. Birds are not chirping.
They're not chirping. They're
but
huddled up in wherever birds huddle in the wintertime.
Yeah. And it's fucking nasty once you get out in the open. So, yeah, shit wind today. So we got some stories from you. We got a lot of Florida. We got fucking Minnesota. We got, I don't know, California. We don't have
We got Louisiana too.
North Dakota isn't in the mix tonight, but
not tonight.
You know, just wait. We will be.
So how's your week been other than that? Not bad?
Went to the dentist and had some extractions done. And I got to go back in May, and they're going to figure out what to do with the rest of my teeth. So I'm like,
donate them to charity.
Because the bone that holds the root in,
right,
is like fucking dwindled down.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm like, well, how the fuck does that happen?
It's just genetic.
Is it genetic, or is it from chewing, or is it from like clenching your teeth all the time, or what the fuck's that from?
It's just genetic. Yeah, and I got the exact opposite. I was told when I was in the Navy that I had the thickest tooth enamel the dentist had ever seen in his life.
Well, your enamel's different than the bone.
Right, but I mean, I got super strong teeth.
Well, but the bone is under your gum.
Well, I know where the bone
is. And that holds your fucking roots, you know, and everything all in. And my fucking bone is like damn near gone.
Eesh.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on. You're
going to end up with dentures.
Fuck. End up looking like that
if
squishy
face. If you got
face.
bad jawbone, then, implants won't even, permanence.
Going to end up with squishy face.
Yeah. You look like my grandma doing her crocheting.
Yeah, you can chew all the way up to your nose.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You can touch your nose with your lower lip.
Fuck that. Uh-oh, I got a server not found. I don't know what the fuck story that's from. I'll just X out. Well, what do you want to start out with this fine St. Patty's Day? Do we have any
a combo of Florida man and bad cop?
Do we have any St. Patty's Day stories?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know. This guy might be Irish.
I smell skunk. Carrie fucking chiefin'.
I don't know.
I bet she is.
Yeah, well, you could smell it now. Because,
yeah. The mandible is the bone we're talking about.
Yeah. Mandible is your lower jaw. What's your jaw? Because you don't have an upper jaw. That's your skull.
All right.
I almost had one drink. All right, so
You better
Florida.
have one for me.
I'm gonna be working with Shuby tomorrow.
Have a few more then.
I hope his toilet works.
Why, you got shit?
I will if I drink a bunch of whiskey or not. I
Oh,
will
okay.
tomorrow.
The maxilla's the upper jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Florida DEA task force agent accused of buying illegal drugs. Imagine that.
Got some oxys, huh?
Yeah, he knows where to get the good stuff. The FBI arrested Florida Highway Patrol Trooper Joshua Erie after that sounds like it might be Irish. Erie?
Fucking cat just sitting here on my lap. She just wants to be part of the show.
Yeah. After they say he bought oxycodone from a confidential source he was handling. Handling, huh?
How was he handling it? I have all of your stutters and mumbles all
I know,
saved.
You made a reel.
Yeah.
I can hardly wait.
Yeah.
A Florida Highway Patrol Trooper of the Year who was assigned to a drug enforcement agency task force is accused of buying drugs from a confidential source, according to a criminal complaint obtained by the First Coast News. According to the complaint, the FBI found probable cause to arrest Joshua Erie on Friday for being an unlawful user of addict or controlled substances.
Addict?
What it says, addict.
Addict?
ADDICT, addict.
Addict.
User of a dick.
Addict?
Or user or addict. I'm okay.
Addict.
Well, I thought it said of. It says or.
Yeah.
So, or addict of controlled. So it's against the law to be an addict, huh?
Well, you got to get the fucking shit
Florida.
somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, just being addicted to something shouldn't be against the law. I mean, that's... God.
You mean addict?
Addict, yeah. According to the complaint...
Jesus Christ, how many drinks you've had?
One. According to the complaint, the FBI found probable cause to arrest Joshua Erie on Friday. Oh, yeah, we just went that.
The fuck?
Erie has worked for the Florida Highway Patrol for approximately 22 years and has been assigned to the DEA task force since September 2020.
Are you sure it's not 2 years?
It's 2 years, yeah, 22. And 2020 and 2009, he was honored by the Florida cabinet as Trooper of the Year.
I bet.
Attempts to reach this guy by phone were unsuccessful.
Try his beeper.
Messages left for his attorney were not immediately returned. The complaint says a confidential informant told the FBI that Erie had been addicted to oxycodone since 2021.
Hey, you got the word right.
And the man was buying the drugs from a confidential source for the DEA, the document says. This guy had been the source's handling agent.
I'm going to let you read all the articles tonight because this is going to be fucking hilarious.
I'm not reading them all.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You have to.
I won't do it.
You have to.
I won't do it, I tell you. He had been source handling agent at various times between 2021 and 2022, according to the court filing. Source told the FBI this guy was buying between 7 and 10 pills at a time and paying $30 a pill.
Holy
Jeez
shit.
Louise, man.
That's some cash.
Yeah. The source said Erie began using the pills due to chronic back pain. He said he worried that he was an addict, and warned him to slow down, man. In addition to alleged illegal drug buys alleged in the complaint, it shows that from May 2018 to January 2023, Erie was written 43 legal prescriptions for oxycodone, hydrocodone, and extended release morphine. So this guy was double dipping. He was getting it from the doctor and on the street.
He's an addict.
He's an addict, yeah, an addict. Evidence against Erie includes exchanging 4,572 texts and 3,164 phone calls with the confidential informant. This is his best friend, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
The informant had an informant.
well, I mean, at that rate, why would you even bother calling him? You could just set up a daily meeting, you know. Meet you at the place. Area appeared before a federal judge in Jacksonville Friday and had his bond set at $50,000.
Wow.
The judge ordered that he not contact any DEA or Florida Highway Patrol employees without court approval. He has to undergo mental health treatment and drug addiction treatment, as well as submit to random drug tests.
That's it?
Well, it goes on. You want me to read the whole
No, because you're fucking stumbling.
Yeah.
You're not making it interesting. Just say his cop got busted selling dope.
Yep.
That's about it. Bad cop.
Working for the DEA.
Okay, we got a Minnesota man. Minnesota man kills a sex offender using a moose antler and a shovel. That's my kind of fucking guy. Yeah, let's see what this audio has to say, if it's even from there.
Deputies responded to an injury report Wednesday afternoon when a neighbor reported sounds of screaming. Sheriff Pat Eliason said that when the officers arrived, they found Lawrence Scully dead.
Deputies went to check on that, and in the meantime, the person who claimed to do the assaulting came into our law enforcement center and turned himself in.
That man was 27-year-old Levi Axtell. Authorities said that Axtell, who was covered in blood and in a frenzy, claimed to hit Scully on the head about 24 times with a shovel he found on Scully's deck, and then hit him several more times with a large moose antler to, quote, finish him off.
He got down on his knees and he put his hands up behind the back of his head, and the deputies went out and escorted him into our booking area.
After booking him, Sheriff Eliason said they immediately called the
gave him a high five.
Yeah.
BCA for assistance with the crime scene.
Restraining orders were granted, and then ultimately they were taken back again. So yes, there was always that friction was always present between the two of them.
So he had restraining orders out against this guy,
Right.
and he obviously didn't give two shits.
Right. He did not. And he's swearing that the guy was after his kid. His little tiny kid. I don't know, man. If you and I would too, absolutely convinced that there was a pedophile that was after my kids, I think I would have to intervene and do something.
I'd go to prison.
Yeah, I think I'd go to prison.
And Carrie says that's a pretty Minnesotan way to kill someone.
I
got a moose antler, eh? So let's read the fucking story here. Besides what they just said on the news here, Minnesota man is charged Friday with fatally beating an elderly man previously convicted of child sex assault who is believed to have stalked his young daughter in the past. The dude, 27, was charged with second-degree murder in the death of Lawrence Scully, 77, who was beaten to death Wednesday at his home in Grand Marius.
See, that says a lot because right out of the chute, they went for second degree instead of first degree.
Well, because first degree, you plan that shit.
Yeah, well, what do you think he didn't?
A criminal complaint filed Friday said Axtell killed Scully with a shovel and a moose antler, then drove to the Cook County Sheriff's Office and confessed. At a video hearing Friday, Axtell's bail was set at $1 million. Defense attorney Dennis Shaw noted during the hearing that Axtell had no serious criminal history until now, and his longtime ties to Grand Marius made him a minimal flight risk. Axtell remains jailed in Cook County. His next court appearance is April 10th. Axtell, in 2018, Axtell alleged that Scully was stalking his 22-month-old daughter and other children in his van, which he parked down by the river. Near her Grand Marius daycare. Axtell sought an order of protection, which was granted but then dismissed within several weeks. In 1979, here's the backstory on this moose guy. Scully was convicted in Kennebec County, Minnesota for sexually assaulting a 6-year-old girl. He was released from prison in 1982. So he only spent 4 years.
Holy shit.
On Wednesday, and that 6-year-old's got to live with that the rest of her life.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, Axtell arrived at the sheriff's office covered in blood and put his hands on his head and said that he had murdered Scully with a shovel. I just, too bad there's not a Ring doorbell camera.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get his ass beat with a fucking moose antler.
Yeah. Well, and see, the thing is the guy who killed him was the guy that had the restraining order out against him. This guy was parking his van down by the daycare center.
Down by the river.
Yeah.
Living in a van down by the river. I bet you, did the van say free candy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
But I know
puppies?
this guy ain't fucking around with any more kids.
No, he's not. Hey, we got some spam.
Oh, yeah, some more?
Yeah, this is a fucking book.
What are they selling us?
I don't know, promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Minnesota man. What do you want to do next? Come
I want
on.
to do on zebra bites.
Zebro.
Zebra. Yeah, man. You're a zebra, man. Zebra bites Ohio man's arm before deputy puts animal down.
Come on, Sanchez.
Hey, it's
Get the dick out your mouth and talk clearly.
struggle is real. This story has been updated to correct the extent of the victim's injuries, because originally it said it bit it off. Man was taken to the hospital Sunday afternoon after a zebra attacked him in Pickaway County, Ohio. According to the incident report, the Pickaway County Sheriff's Office deputies were sent around 5:30 p.m. to a fenced-in field after reports that a man was seriously injured by a zebra he owned. As deputies arrived, they saw the victim lying on the ground with his right arm covered with his sleeve. Okay. And according to the incident report, dispatch logs said the victim had his arm bitten off by the zebra. However, a spokesman for the sheriff's office confirmed that to Nexstar's TV station that the man was being treated at Grant Medical Center and will not lose his arm. Oh, and then there's a video for the guy. If you want to see video of these cops put this zebra down, come to the website next week. While deputies were treating the man, the zebra continued acting irate and charged one deputy's cruiser, which was positioned to block the man from the animal. The man was accompanied by family members as he was being put in an ambulance since the zebra would not stop being hostile. A wildlife expert at the Columbus Zoo shared some insight into the zebra's behavior. They're definitely wild animals and still have, all those wild instincts and behaviors, said Dan Beadham, director of animal management at the Wilds. Male zebras are territorial. Their job is to get and hold a group of females that he wants to breed, and they'll be very protective of those against any kind of challenge.
So this was a male zebra?
Yeah,
Yeah, they usually kill the fucking other little zebras.
I wonder
When they get
if he's
with the
got
new-
other zebras.
Well, when they get with a
hair.
new mate and the mate has other babies, they'll kill them.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
They don't want any other blood
Well, it's
infecting their troop, huh?
yep. How's that whiskey?
It's delicious.
I got home the other night and I didn't have any Jack Daniels, so I poured myself a glass of Black Velvet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was that fucking nasty?
You see that video I sent you about the guy drinking the pork soda or the meat flavored soda or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you might like that one.
Come to happyhournewsteam.com and you'll see the meat soda.
The meat soda guy, yeah. Deputies began blowing air horns and yelling at the zebra to scare it away, but it continued to charge toward authorities and the victim's family members. They told the deputies not to turn their backs on the zebra since that was when it would attack, and gave them permission to put down the zebra if necessary. So 45 cops opened fire. A deputy then fatally shot the zebra in the head due to his continued aggressive behavior.
Carrie says lions do the same thing. And turkey gravy soda.
Turkey gravy soda, yeah. Oh, man.
It's like carbonated gravy, turkey gravy. That would be fucking disgusting.
This took all he had to get into his mouth, too. I thought it was very funny. After the zebra was killed, the man was taken to Grant Medical Center for his injuries. According to the Ohio Department of Agriculture, zebras are not considered dangerous wild animals.
Fucking A, they are.
Not until they bite your fucking arm off.
Well, zebras, they're fucking assholes. That's why
Yeah.
I like the videos where I see them crossing the river and a crocodile takes a huge old chunk out of them. Very satisfying.
And I guess they're just like impossible to tame. And a couple of people have done it. I've seen some like videos of guys riding a zebra. But
Oh, yeah?
but there's a reason that they don't.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a reason that they don't ride them in Africa. You know what I mean?
What sites are you going on to find those videos?
With a saddle.
Yeah, I bet.
Asshole.
I bet. Oh, I want a drink. Ooh, how about this one? Giant seaweed blob twice the width of the U.S. takes aim at Florida. Wouldn't that be some shit?
That's 6,000 miles long.
Marine scientists are tracking a 5,000-mile wide seaweed bloom that is so large it can be seen from space. These Sargassian blooms are nothing new, but scientists say that this one could be the largest in history. At last check, it was headed towards Florida's Gulf Coast. The thick mat of algae drifts between the Atlantic coast in Africa and the Gulf of Mexico. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Providing habitat for marine life and absorbing carbon dioxide. Well, we need that.
Yeah.
But it can also wreak havoc when it gets closer to shore. It blocks light from reaching coral and negatively impacts air and quality and water quality as it decomposes.
Yeah, it stinks.
Florida's Gulf Coast is already grappling with the algae bloom amid the busy spring break tourism season. Red tide has caused dead fish to wash ashore in droves, with the risk of respiratory irritation for humans has canceled events and driven beachgoers away. But the naked competition masturbating still goes on. With a blanket of Sargassum approaching, spanning twice the width of the continental U.S., scientists warn that Florida beaches could soon be inundated with seaweed. It's incredible, said Brian LaPonte, a research professor at Florida Atlantic University's Harvard Branch Oceanic Institute, told NBC News. What we're seeing as satellite imagery does not bode well for a clean beach here. So
if it's 5,000 miles long, right? It must be stretched
Wide.
out in a line perpendicular to Florida.
I hope
it's just all coming in one
once
line
it gets to Florida, it grows legs and just swallows that fucking state. Just engulfs Florida in a fucking giant fucking, like the blob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we wouldn't have a podcast anymore.
Yeah, we'd just find it. All them guys would just move up to Georgia or some shit.
Alabama.
Alabama, man.
Scientists found that climate change is causing ocean temperatures to rise, creating a more ideal environment for the algae to thrive. Meanwhile, urban and agricultural runoff is sending nitrates from fertilizers and other nutrients flowing into the ocean, feeding the bloom. Typically, rafts of Sargassum gather in the Sargassum Sea region in the northern Atlantic Ocean. From there, the Gulf Stream pushes the algae around the Atlantic Basin, which allows it to spread and grow in different areas. Not in this case. It's coming right for you guys in Florida. And we need crickets or something?
Yeah, well, rotting sargassum releases hydrogen sulfide, which is part of your farts, can cause respiratory problems for tourists, residents, and anyone who works on the water. Yeah, following the big 2018 blooms, doctors in Martinique and Guadalupe reported thousands of people going to clinics with breathing complications from the air that was coming off these rotting piles of sargassum. Holy shit. Hydrogen sulfide, that's what they put in natural gas to make it stink so bad.
Like eggs.
Yeah, like rotten eggs.
So you know it's there.
Yeah, I was working in a natural gas plant, insulating pipe, and they had a leak.
What kind of pipe you insulate?
Yeah, natural gas pipe.
Yeah. The poop chute pipe?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay out 30 feet of pipe, man. Yeah, so that's got to be fucking bad. Couldn't happen to a nicer state.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
How about another Florida story?
let's have it.
Who is Chad Mason? Anybody know who this guy
I
is?
know who he is.
This Florida man was arrested for public sex with a dog and ruined the church nativity.
Oh, I wonder if he did it with the dog. Ruin the nativity, that is.
Well, we got bullet points on this fucking story. Following his discovery engaging in sexual activities with a golden doodle in front of the children, Chad Mason, 36, was detained on Sunday. Number 2. When Mason started to cause trouble, he was walking the dog in an apartment complex of McMullen. Number 3. The 36-year-old then proceeded to a neighborhood church where he destroyed a nativity scene and made an attempt to steal a car. I wonder if he destroyed it with the dog.
Yeah.
And, just got so rough and he fucking, rough. He got rough. Well, here he is, and here's the victim.
He's got one of them weird haircuts.
I think he's just got a big fucking head.
Yeah, but
His face is too symmetrical.
something weird about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to trim his mustache either.
No.
Who is Chad Mason?
I don't know. It's that guy.
After walking a golden doodle and having sex with it in front of kids, the man fled to a neighboring church. Chad Mason, 36, was detained after being discovered walking the dog with him in a 2600 block of McMullen Road apartment complex.
He fucked the dog and felt guilty and had to go to confession.
So I'm suspecting alcohol is what I'm suspecting.
This is Florida, right?
Yeah.
This is meth.
Yeah,
Definitely meth.
It could be alcohol and meth.
And bath salts.
Yeah. Ugh. Did he eat the dog? No. He was charged with lewd display, exposure of genital organs, criminal mischief to a house of worship. The Clearwater Police Department released a statement saying he was spotted having intercourse with the dog. When he was approached by someone at the apartment complex there, he bolted from the scene.
Pants around his ankles?
Mason departed the area, entered a nearby Northwood Presbyterian Church, destroyed the nativity scene, and shattered numerous potted plants. After that, he left the chapel and went to a nearby street where he vandalized a mailbox and made an attempt to steal a car. Why Mason tried to enter the church?
Confession.
Yeah, according to Fox 13, Mason reportedly knew the owner of the Golden Doodle and took the dog for a stroll before engaging in the indecent conduct. Before going on a wild rampage, the 36-year-old waited until he was accosted by onlookers during sexual encounter with the dog.
Well, because they wouldn't pay him. That's that ain't a free act.
Observed by a child as well. The reason he then decided...
What's that guy doing to that dog?
Daddy, what's he doing? The reason he then decided to enter the church is unknown. He entered Northwood Presbyterian Church and destroyed numerous potted plants and a nativity scene before running away into a nearby neighborhood. He tried to steal a car there and broke mailbox there, according to the police report.
Why is that highlighted?
I don't know. Maybe there's a link. Nope.
Nope.
It's just, they also highlighted sexual encounter with a dog.
Well, that's not
I want to make
blue.
sure you get the gist of the story, I guess. According to the police, Mason's damage to the plants and nearby and nativity scene totaled roughly $400 at the Pinellas County Jail. I'll bet he just is not even unhappy that he moved away from Florida. He doesn't miss his shit a bit.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you violating this poor dog?
Yeah. At the court lodge. He was lodged late. He was lodged.
Keep him coming, Sanchez. Keep him coming.
Well, it's hard to pick up a sentence in the middle of a paragraph. Last year, a law in Florida approved that classified sexual activity with animals as criminal. No shit.
Well, no shit.
Yeah. A violation of the law can result in first-degree misdemeanor charge, which carries a 1-year prison term and a $1,000 fine. His punishment is still to be determined. Here, it would be a felony because it would fall under cruelty to animals.
That just brings us to this.
Tired of the same old grind? Want to change of scenery? Feel the need to go square grouper fishing? Try GIG Industries Florida Getaways. Walk sandy beaches and find real bricks of cocaine. See actual naked meth addicts masturbating in public. Go swimming with live alligators in your hotel swimming pool. For a limited time, GIG Industries is offering the perfect plan for a weekend getaway. This plan includes bail deposit in case you run into Sheriff Grady Judd, complimentary use of military-grade battle vests, guided tours of the most popular prostitute hangouts, one Narcan nasal applicator, and defibrillator available upon request. All packages have open return dates in case of accidental incarceration. So contact your local GIG Industries representative and book your Florida getaway today.
GIG assumes no responsibility for arrest, hospitalization, or any victim-related injuries, including, but not restricted to, flesh-eating viruses, flesh-eating drug addicts, drug cartel murder squads, or decapitation by alligator.
This has got to be the shittiest St. Patty's Day for me. All fucking sober as a judge.
You haven't had to do a sober one in a long time.
I know. So I didn't request it off because I forgot about St. Patty's Day. I'm getting to that age where I just don't remember shit.
Don't remember shit. Well, you know,
and I keep reaching for a drink that isn't there.
Isn't there? Yeah.
My mouth is kind of dry.
Yeah, we've been known to just
get hammered
or cancel the fucking podcast because you couldn't drink.
Or reschedule. We could have done it last night, but brought home some food. I had a long day. These fucking 11-hour days kicked my ass. And after I ate, I had 2 drinks, and I was out. I was fucking out.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my eyes open.
It's hard to do this shit during the week
Then
sometimes.
I started watching Cocaine Bear, and I was out.
Out.
It was good up until I fell asleep.
How far did you get?
That lady got dragged into the fucking...
Oh, the forest lady, the Forest Service lady.
No, at the beginning.
Oh, at the beginning.
That
Oh,
couple.
you didn't get very far then.
Fuck no, I didn't. I can't watch fucking movies. I fall asleep. But it looked pretty good.
Well, you'll have time tomorrow, maybe.
Well, I have time after this. I'm not drunk.
Oh yeah,
But I'm still tired.
But you don't have to get up stupid early in the morning unless you get a call. You know, it's the weather is shit here, but I think I would still rather live here than New Orleans or Louisiana.
What's going on there?
Well, this is an older story from 2020.
2020.
But the 2020, yeah. 992020. The headline reads as follows: thick clouds of mosquitoes kill livestock after hurricane.
These mosquitoes fucking from the Nile, they come over here and give that fucking disease with that West Nile virus to these deer.
Villa Platte, Louisiana. Clouds of mosquitoes have been so thick in southwest Louisiana since Hurricane Laura that they're killing cattle and horses. Farmers in a 5-parish area east and northeast of the parishes where the storm made its landfall August 27th have probably lost 300 to 400 cattle.
Keep going. I'm just taking a picture of the cat.
Dr. Craig Fontenot, a large animal veterinarian based in Villa Platte, he said the swarms are so thick that the vast numbers of bites leave horses and cattle anemic and bleeding under the skins. The animals also become exhausted from constantly moving in an attempt to avoid the biting insects. They're vicious little suckers, he said. What are you doing?
Nothing. Taking video of you fucking up
Yeah.
so we can have it on record.
Oh, yeah, on record. What the fuck is this? This is a record.
My own personal record.
A photo. Now, this is a sentence, all right? A photo Fontenot took September 2nd shows a bull's belly blanketed with mosquitoes. He said only a few horses and no goats have died, probably because they are generally kept in stalls which can be sprayed with insecticide, while cattle may graze in 50 or 100-acre pastures. A deer rancher lost about 30 of his 110 animals, many of which had already been sold. He's saying it's over $100,000 he lost.
So they ranch deer?
Yeah, evidently in
People
Louisiana.
Ranch deer?
Well, there was a elk ranch here.
Ooh, we applied for our... I hope we did. Carrie, we better have applied for our elk tag.
Was it only a 2-day thing? I just got a message about it.
Well, I don't know how long it is, but I know she'll forget.
You just reminded her.
I just did.
Yeah. Several parishes have begun aerial spraying, which has begun to thin the hordes pushed out of marshes by the storm. The spraying has dropped populations. Well, I know there's all
Agriculture extensions.
Yeah. The spray has dropped the population tremendously. It's made a night and day difference.
Okay. So fucking shit ton of mosquitoes ended up coming to Louisiana after this hurricane and starting to kill fucking animals.
I mean, can you imagine going outside and being swarmed with mosquitoes to the point where they sucked enough blood out of you that you can't fucking walk?
Oh, I'm just wondering, are they still out there?
No, it's they die off. I mean, you know.
Oh,
and
they breed, they reproduce.
Yeah, but they reproduce in the marshes. See, they're heavy in the marshes, right?
Well, maybe we need that fucking blanket of algae to cover Louisiana too now.
Well, if it makes it across Florida, it's right in its path. The insects remain a big problem in Calasieu and Jefferson County parishes, though spraying has reduced severity a bit, said Jimmy Moo, Ag Center agent for the parishes.
See, I can hear her walking around upstairs, so that means she's going to apply right now.
You think she can get on and do her application right?
I think so. So fuck that. I wouldn't want to be there. Fucking North Dakota's bad enough with mosquitoes, and our mosquitoes carry fucking diseases.
Yeah,
that'll kill you.
They carry Lyme disease,
West Nile virus.
West Nile, that's right. It's a
ticks carry Lyme. That's a whole nother fucking parasite.
We got no fucking shortage of them either. I've never been anywhere that had ticks like we got here.
Yeah, they're fucking bad. Yeah. So let's do a couple more here. Ooh, Naked Man. Naked Man. Palm Beach says he's from a different earth. Ooh.
Looks a little different.
A man accused of walking down the street naked in Palm Beach told police he's from a different earth where they allow that shit. Police arrested 44-year-old Jason Smith on charges of indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Imagine that. He wanted to resist? The ordeal began when the employee from Taboo called police. From Taboo. When an employee from Taboo called police Wednesday, say a naked man had just walked past a restaurant on Worth Avenue and a view of a number of customers. You know, this has got to be an everyday occurrence. Why do they got to keep calling the cops? It's like a Tuesday.
Well, the phone call probably goes like this. This is 911. What's your emergency? Yeah, we got another one.
Can you be more specific? Another what? Public masturbator? Naked? Meth guy?
Is he pooping in the gutter?
Smith told police he didn't know where he'd left his clothes. Police said he refused to give his name or date of birth. Officers took him to police headquarters for questioning. Police said he continued to refuse to give his name. After given a name, the man told police he didn't have a social security number or ID card. According to the arrest report, Smith told police he resided on a different earth.
Which is located in West Palm Beach.
Well, Florida is a fucking, Yeah, let's take a look at this guy.
He does look a little strange.
He looks like he's from here. He looks kind of mad.
Yeah. Got some wild-ass hair, doesn't he?
I've seen a couple of documentaries about people claiming to be like from the future and shit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, there was that movie K-Pax. Did you ever see that?
Nope.
Yeah, guy swore he was from another planet. And he believed it 100%. Turned out he's just crazy.
There was another documentary by a guy who said he was from the year 2360 something. And I don't know if it was a spoof or not. I think it was.
Well, the thing is if it was true, then we're in good shape, right? We got at least another 300 years before the Earth is wiped out.
Well, that, and he said that he said something about like nobody in the future carries cell phones anymore because it's total
straight brain to brain, right?
Well, no, it's total. They're spying on you, is what they say. Whoever's fucking, they're listening, which we already know they are.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking cares. And something about the air quality is so bad that they live in bubbles.
That's not too hard to believe.
Yeah. But the only thing that was weird or that, kind of threw it off is, don't you think language would change within
300 years?
300 years? Like the way we talk?
Probably. There would be a lot more. The language would probably go a lot more to what we consider like memes and stuff. And
like abbreviations, slang.
Yeah.
And he talked just like we talk.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It would be,
know about
I mean, a
this.
conversation would be like, it was like LOL, MF.
Motherfucker. It's cray cray AF.
Cray cray FMF.
So yeah, but it was, some of the stuff was, kind of believable. But the other stuff wasn't.
So here's one that caught my eye. And this is, it's been going on for a long time, but it's just now hitting the news. A black man was found dead after he told his mother he was being chased, right? Police said there's no reason to suspect foul play.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah.
this one.
Rasheem Carter's mother said that before he disappeared in October, he called in a panic to say white men were chasing him in trucks and hurling racial slurs. The family of a black man who was found dead in Mississippi after he warned his mother that he was being chased by white men hurling racial slurs demanded a federal investigation Monday after local authorities said they had no reason to suspect foul play in the man's death. Rasheem Carter, 25, was reported missing October 2nd after his mother said he sought help from police after his mother said he had sought help from police and frantically called her to say white men and 3 trucks were pursuing him. That was the last day Carter's family heard from him. On November 2nd, authorities said they found his remains in a wooded area south of Taylorsville, Mississippi. In a statement on Facebook a day later, Smith County Sheriff's Department said it had no reason to believe foul play was involved, though the case was under investigation. On Monday, Carter's loved ones and their attorney, Ben Crump, slammed the local authorities for stonewalling them for more than 4 months and for the initial determination, saying they believe Carter was a victim of a brutal hate crime. This was a nefarious act. This was an evil act, Crump said at a news conference. Somebody murdered Rasheem Carter, and we cannot let them get away with this. Crump urged the Justice Department on Monday to take over the investigation as a civil rights case as he revealed the photographs of Carter's skeletal remains, including his skull and some vertebrae. This was not a natural death, Crump said. This represents a young man who was killed. Crump told reporters that he believes Carter's head was severed from his body and that his spinal cord was found in another location away from his head. There's nothing natural about this. It screams out for justice. What we have here is a Mississippi lynching. This is the kicker. Carter's front teeth were missing from the top and bottom rows, which Carter's family said could indicate that he was assaulted before he died. I believe they call that a curb stomp.
Or he had gold teeth and the motherfuckers took him.
Or they put a baseball bat to his mandible.
And maxilla.
And maxillae, yeah. It's unclear what prompted authorities to search the wooded area or what led them to determine initially that foul play was not suspected. The Smith County Sheriff's Department did not reply to requests for comment.
Well, of course not. They fucked up.
The Laurel Police Department, which put out Carter's missing persons report, worked the case early on after Carter's family asked for assistance, Chief Tommy Cox told NBC News. But Cox said that Carter had not contacted the department for help before he went missing, and that the Laurel Police Department handed its investigation over to Smith County once it was clear it was outside its jurisdiction. Cox said that his department pulled some phone records and may have interviewed some of Carter's co-workers, but he declined to elaborate further. We tried to put ourselves in their shoes. It didn't hurt us to do a little bit of work on it, Cox said. We did what we considered to be the right thing, and then when it became obvious which jurisdiction it would be the lead, we turned it over to them. Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, which is assisting the sheriffs in its probe, said Carter's autopsy was completed on February 2nd, but declined to comment further, citing the open and ongoing investigation. FBI is not currently involved in the case, an agency spokesman said. The 3 members of the Carter's family said authorities told them wild animals may have torn the body apart. Wild animals didn't shove his teeth in, though. That's he was
cocaine bear.
Yeah, crunching on a skull.
Well, it says he was in so many different places that, well, it could have been animals. I mean,
I could buy that if it wasn't for
where was this at?
Mississippi.
Well, they got fucking animals there. They
Yeah.
got jaguars and shit.
Yeah, but they don't they don't take your teeth out. They don't eat teeth.
No, I'm just saying.
And when you have teeth missing from the top and the bottom in a section, that's a sign of blunt force trauma of some kind. A baseball.
And now the
bat.
autopsy's not even out, so we don't know what the
So we
fuck's
don't
going
know,
on.
yeah.
Oh, dude, he was a welder. Fuck.
Yeah.
Welders beware.
Welders beware. Stay out of Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah, I went to military training in Mississippi when I was in the Navy, and you can have it. You can have Mississippi. You can have Louisiana. You can have any place where you can't get dry after a shower.
Well, it's here during the summer.
Yeah, it's try Mississippi.
Well, I've been to Florida. Same fucking thing.
I don't care. I don't
Been
care.
to Austin. Been to San Antonio.
Don't like it one bit.
Well, it's all right. So what is this about these plastic rocks?
Oh yeah, this is I found this one today.
Plastic rocks found on a remote volcanic island are a terrifying, in quotation marks, discovery.
Well, what it boils down to is plastic is so endemic in our
ocean,
in our ecology, yeah, that it's starting to sink down into the water tables, and then as the water tables go through the earth, they get into these volcanic strata, and they end up mixing with the magma, and when the volcano spits out the rocks and stuff, it's literally spitting out plastic too.
Wouldn't the magma melt the plastic?
Not if it's underground. I mean, it is melting it, but it's not like burning it up.
Oh,
It's spitting it out, and as it comes out, it cools off.
well, I think like plastic lava is a hell of a lot less dangerous than fucking regular lava.
Well, I mean, it's still lava. It's still molten shit. But the thing is, it just goes to show us how far plastic has gotten into our ecosystem.
Yeah, plastic's bad.
Oh yeah, it's in every one of us now. Microplastics.
Oh yeah, I like them.
Yeah, that and the forever chemicals.
The forever chemicals.
Yeah, that they started putting in gasoline back in the late 70s, early 80s. And it's in everything now. Every living creature on earth has these fucking chemicals that are not natural to the human being. That has come from our
They're natural now.
evidently.
That's why I drink a lot of whiskey. Get rid of those chemicals.
It's just a chemical reaction, change them into a different chemical.
Oh, we had Blake comment on our video last, I think it was last week or
less.
week before last about I think it was the bottles of Moldy Jack.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it like $500 a bottle or some shit like that?
Yeah, if you had one covered with a mold.
Yeah.
God, I'd be afraid to touch it. Fucking nasty ass black mold.
You know, there is a bottle of that Frank Sinatra Jack. I want to try that so
How
bad.
much is that?
Ooh, it's fucking spendy. Look it up. And I'll get to the next story.
All right.
2 rescued after accidentally being dumped into a garbage truck. Were they dumpstered? Oh, this is fucking North Dakota. We do have a North Dakota story. Holy fuck. 2 people were unharmed after ending up stuck in the back of a garbage truck early Thursday morning downtown Fargo. Fargo police spokesman said the officers and Fargo Fire were called to 2 people stuck inside a garbage truck just after 6:30 a.m. Officials say a truck driver was emptying a dumpster in the 200 block of North NP Avenue when he noticed on the truck's camera that there were 2 individuals inside the dumpster. The good news, officials say that the compactor had not been turned on. However, due to the height of the garbage truck walls, the individuals required assistance from the Fargo Fire Department to get out. Both individuals refused medical treatment, and officials say no charges filed. There's really no story here except for they were in a fucking garbage truck.
Dumpster.
Either they were fucking dumpster diving or they fell asleep in there.
When did this happen?
March 16th published,
Yeah,
so yesterday. Well, early Thursday morning. So garbage day.
They had been dumpster diving because it's just too fucking cold to sleep in a dumpster.
It is, yeah. Well, maybe that was the warmest spot. They fucking covered up with some fucking Taco John's and.
Well, I'd hate to face homelessness in North Dakota this time of year. It's got to be the worst. I mean,
Well, I've noticed the corners that are usually occupied up by Walmart. They're not. Nobody's out there now. You would think now would be the time they'd be standing up. You'd probably make the most money.
Up. Yeah, they'd probably clean up.
Yeah.
So Jack Daniel's Sinatra Tennessee Select Whiskey from $163.99 up to $300.
Yeah.
You bought me like $100 bottle of scotch one time, didn't you?
Yeah. I did.
It was good too.
I
I still appreciate that, by the way.
Maybe I'll splurge, or maybe if the wife's listening, that's something that she could get me for Father's Day coming up.
Shuby bought me another really nice bottle of scotch when I was helping him out at the farm. I told him, Shoops, I said, I appreciate it, but God, just buy me a bottle of fucking Johnny Walker,
Well, don't you like the good scotch?
Yeah, it's all right, but
Just shut your mouth.
Well, no, there's no sense spending money on something that's just going to end up in the toilet.
Why do you eat?
Well, that's different.
No, it's going to end up in the toilet. Everything you eat ends up in the toilet.
Basically, I guess everything eventually ends up in some toilet.
Exactly. So don't fucking worry about it.
No, I just don't.
It's 163, huh?
Yeah.
300. That 300 looks a little bit darker.
Well, it's got a box.
No, but it looks darker.
Oh, it's still Jack Daniel's Sinatra Select Tennessee Whiskey. 1 liter. Maybe this is a
fucking zoom in.
This is 750.
Zoom in on that shit. It's darker. It's richer. It's blendier.
I think it's a bigger bottle.
A liter of whiskey for $300. Holy moly! Look at that.
Sinatra Select. $300.
I'd want the personalized greeting card too.
That's a 1 liter.
That would be special occasion whiskey right there. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
Yes, push yes, because you ain't ordering it.
I ain't ordering nothing.
What's that one?
This one is same deal, $163.99. It's a liter. It's just $40 cheaper.
No, it's more than
$140.
$140 cheaper.
It's 90 proof.
Maybe I'll splurge one of these days and get
That'd be
some.
a good one for the party this summer.
Oh, we're having one? I haven't even planned it.
You know you're having one. You said you weren't two times now. I know you said, we're not having one.
We're not
not having
breaking out no $300 whiskey for fucking barbecue bash.
You have $300 whiskeys all going in your tummy, right?
Yes. Yes. So we got one more here. 67 people got botulism after trying to paralyze their stomachs. What the fuck?
Yeah, they
slow down digestion.
That's what they were trying to do.
What were they fucking doing?
Health officials.
Oh, you're going to read that whole fucking thing?
I'm going to read the gist of it.
Okay, the gist of it.
Gist of it is botulism is a life-threatening neuropathic condition caused by botulinum toxin, which is made by the bacterial species Clostridium botulinum. That's it. That's the gist of it.
So they were trying to paralyze their stomachs?
Yeah, they were like,
what's the point of slower digestion?
I guess so they don't have to eat as much.
Botulism toxin is one of the most poisonous natural substances known. 1 nanogram per kilogram weight is lethal.
Yeah.
It's used in cosmetic. Yeah, we know about botulism in cosmetics. Antitoxin hero. Yeah. Well, if you want this full story, come to happyhournewsteam.com because I don't fucking understand why people would want a slow digestion. What would be the benefits of that?
Oh, I'm trying to see. It doesn't really have a...
I mean, are they pooping too much?
The patients with botulism, meanwhile, face long harrowing. Let's see. Past such electronic botulism clusters.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of.
It has also been used in the stomach for weight loss purposes, though studies on the application have been mixed in terms of efficacy. The idea is that the toxin paralyzes the stomach muscles, slowing down the digestion and how quickly the stomach empties. This intended to keep people feeling full longer, leading to reduced appetite for as long as, when you're dead, you have no appetite.
That was the main, that was the end goal right there. Well, I guess.
All right.
I hope everybody had a happy St. Patty's Day.
Aaron go bra, I guess.
Fucking, I'm not, so I'm going to leave you with this little video, which will get us flagged on YouTube, but I just don't care. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody.
I got a good idea.